What powers and or limitations does CPS have in a California CPS case? Well, CPS have a lot of power. They have the power typically to take your child away, sometimes even without a warrant. Now, the question is whether or not that's legally acceptable or just or unjust. That's a question of law. Oftentimes, they cannot remove your child unless they have a detention warrant or unless there's an emergency basis to do so. Oftentimes, CPS workers will make a decision to remove without having enough information, but yet for some reason are able to get a judge to sign off with a detention warrant. Other times is they tend to talk to you and gather information without informing you of your right to have an attorney present, or informing you of your right to remain silent, or informing you just exercising your right just altogether. CPS can sometimes take advantage of that situation, and after they have gathered enough information for the investigation, then they provide you with a Know Your Rights pamphlet as parents. This is not acceptable, and you should be informed of your rights. CPS also has the ability to have you drug test and make you feel that if you don't drug test, if it's a drug case, that they will remove your child from your care. That's not always the case. You do have the right to refuse to do a drug test, and just because you refuse to do a drug test does not mean that you're not being cooperative. It's just that you're just deciding to exercise your right to not provide them with any type of unnecessary seizable information. If they want to get a drug test, they do have the ability to get a warrant. But oftentimes they don't get a warrant, and they get away with this all the time. If you or anyone you know is facing a California CPS case, make sure you understand your rights and make sure you know how to approach them. As Shot the Law Firm, we're here to fight for you, defend your right, but also inform you what to expect so you are adequately prepared. But most importantly, you know how to beat them in their own games.